Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Friday Live and Mail Call. And we, of course, are live from. There we go. And it is another chilly day here in Oklahoma City. Um, although it's supposed to get up into the 50s today, which wouldn't be bad considering we had single digits this week. And I know, Sparky, it's nothing compared to what you're living in on a regular basis. And so it's what I grew up in as well. But nonetheless, it's cold for Oklahoma. And my sidekick, John, is not going to be with us today. He is got some appointments to take care of this morning. And but I do have Mr. Whatever you want to call these things from. Hey, Lynn. There you go.
Hi there. Glad you muted that or toned it down.
Yeah, it's not so bad anymore. But I raised Jason's up some. And speaking of which, I saw Jason is in the chat, so we'll go ahead and play his for him.
And I'm riding on the cotton belt railroad line in the pitching, rolling rhythm and noise.
Always
a pretty song. Yeah.
Got to love it. All right. And going through our roll call here, Mr. Joe Rader was bright and early this morning.
Yeah.
So I don't get to play his song for him. All right. And Sparky is here, I mentioned already. Anthony Dodge is with us. And we have Hi with us. All right. And
hi.
We do have our picture of the week of Ollie. And for those that didn't realize it, it's Hi's birthday today.
Oh, my goodness.
So I guess I don't have that. I need to get that music. And that's video. I bet I do have the music. Hang on a second.
I could sing for you.
No, let's not. Say we did. No, I guess I don't have it. I got to get that birthday music and add it.
Put another candle on your birthday cake, your birthday cake, your birthday.
Yeah.
Put another candle on your birthday cake.
Well,
Happy
I do have.
You.
If I can find it, hang on a second, because after all, Hi will not be the nope, not there. Let's try this maybe. Nope, not there either. Where would I have put that music? Right there. Duh. There it is. All right. So with that, I'll probably get in trouble because I haven't edited it down. Can't play the whole thing. I can't. I'll edit that down and re-add it for.
That was good. That was good. Anyway, happy birthday, Hi.
Yeah, happy birthday, Hi. So Randall Ellison has joined us. And
McCarville Studios, Digger Evans,
Digger's here.
Floyd.
You're getting ahead of me here. Mower Man
sorry.
is here. All right.
I'm
John Knuffle.
Looking at the scrolling there. Yeah.
John Knuffle. Floyd is with us. Oh, Michael McCarville. Michael, I don't know. Did you see my holiday video?
Shame on you if you didn't. Yeah.
Yeah, if you didn't see it, Michael, you probably need to go back and look at my Christmas video. I don't know if I have it available. Oh, I have it just for you, Michael.
Rubber baby buggy bumpers. Rubber baby buggy bumpers. I just say it 'cause it's fun to say. Rubber baby buggy bumpers. Rubber baby buggy bumpers.
There is a story behind that. About 4 or 5 years ago, it was April 1st, and I told Robert I'm as good a modeler as he is on bumpers.
Good.
And that's about the only thing. I'm not sure I'm as good as him on that even. So, anybody, where are we at now? Anybody else new? Okay. I'm glad you like that, Michael. You can go back and catch that video because all of the regulars had some kind of tune or something special added for them. So, like Randall, he's on the road again because he's always traveling about. All right, Floyd. Well, you gotta see Floyd's, but the best is Joe Raiders. So, I don't think I did your I've been everywhere. Maybe you were, Randall. I don't know if you were I've been everywhere or on the road again. You were one or the other. I can't remember.
I don't recall either.
I don't have them all uploaded.
Honestly, it's a very good video, but it is a tad on the long side.
Oh, but Heath's is good too. Heath's is reoccurring throughout. So anyway, and Joe's trying to do better this year. But Joe, it wouldn't be as much fun.
I had a little fun with Heath Wednesday night that Ron from Classic Model Trains and I conspired to send him some more N-scale cars.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be a box full of 40-foot box cars. So.
Yeah, Ron did a good job on that. I wasn't sure what he was sending. We had talked about it for quite a while. And I was supposed to give Heath the heads up. I mean, I got his phone number, email, and everything else. But the day I was supposed to tell him there was a box coming, somebody hacked not only my Facebook account, my messenger, and I was even locked out of email for a day. And still trying to resolve that. Part of it's my fault because I kept trying to get in. So then Facebook thought I was the hacker and blocked me. So got it straightened out, but they said I have to wait 48 hours to verify it's me. Hopefully by tomorrow.
Yep.
Not the end of the world, but it's a pain. So Heath already got the box by the time I told him there was a box coming in from Montana, and no, there wasn't a bomb in it. No.
Yeah, Andy's was Soar Like an Eagle, or Jet Airplane, one of the other. I can't remember. So, but there are a lot of good ones. All right. So, for those that saw Workbench Wednesday, I replaced the wheels in my Blue Box SD45, and I have a whole bunch more metal wheels on order. But they're hard to find, the Athearn. I found some more, but the 400 dash 20 428s. Okay, that's the part number needed, and but I thought I wanted to go ahead and try some Walters wheels. All right. And because if I'm not mistaken, they're the same damn thing. And so that's what I ordered. So I got 4 packs of 2 each. So I can do 2 GPs.
Nice.
I got another pack still coming. And so hopefully I can improve the performance of some of my older blue boxes. It worked real well on the SD45, so. Now I am saving the old ones that came out because most of those I replaced all the gears in them about 3 years ago because they're all 50-year-old locomotives that had cracked gears. So, I replaced all them. So I'll save them for the gears.
I get worn out stuff. I just send it to Ron. Here, play with this.
Anthony, I didn't know that, but I figured with Germany, beer barrel polka would work. So, all right. And then, I've been cleaning up and organizing and so forth and so on. So I don't have a good way to store all of my styrene. All right. Like, what was it, last week or week before I got in all these angles? All right. Got in all these angles, but I really don't have a good place to store these. So I found on Amazon straw holders. All right. And it's a rack. And it's got all these little areas in it. And it's a lower and then an upper that I figure I can put on the inside of the cabinet door and just put my styrene in those for all my this. Because I not only have all these L's, corner brackets, I've got tubes, I've got square channels, I've got just all kinds. But then I really don't have a place for all of my sheet styrene and my packs of roofing styrene. So I
I'm
found,
glad he's not paying attention to me.
huh?
I'm glad you're not paying attention to me. Storage.
Do what?
Storage.
Oh,
Well,
well,
the
I got all
ceiling.
those too. I've got storage down, drawers full of stuff. All right. But it's easier if all I have to do is open up a door and there everything is. I don't have to get into a drawer, pull it out, and that's my thought process anyway. So I ordered some of these, and these also hang on the inside of the doors.
Riders on the storm.
And so this will be for my, of course, it's not a foot wide, so I don't know if it all is going to fit or not. Like this here, the one by one, because I've taken some off already, so it'll fit in there. But I also have these packs of shingles. All right. So they'll fit in there. You know, hanging on the inside of the drawers like that. Well, that's the game plan. We'll see how that all works out. The straw organizer is on a slow boat from China. It's not due here till sometime between the 29th and the 11th of February. So, oh, there's Sparky. I missed Sparky earlier.
Yeah, he's been here for a little bit.
I know.
I said hi to
Saw
him
him when
anyway.
he came in.
Steve, did you notice your card's missing?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, okay. Just
Because my
wondering.
wife's got it.
Well,
Actually, I think she got home. Yeah, she's home.
okay.
Wait.
Ooh, spooky.
Yeah, hang on. See, she's home.
Oh, okay. That's fine. I just noticed there was a lot of space in your garage.
Yeah. Funny how that works out when there's no car in it, right?
Yeah.
Okay, Sparky, I don't feel as bad now then.
One of these days, I need to go out and see if my truck will start. I haven't driven it since November.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, we have the car. You know, most of the time my wife goes with me, and you know, it's hard for her to get in and out of the truck. It's doable, and it's got a parasitic draw, something to run the battery down. Not right away. It takes like 3-4 days. So I have a quick disconnect on the battery. So when we left to go out of town, I pulled it up in the driveway and disconnected the battery, and kind of looking at it like starting to look a little derelict. Tires are getting a little soft. It's getting dirty. You can't see through the window. Bird spots on it.
Oh, one thing I needed to mention was on these Walther's metal wheels, there's 2 different sets. The axles are different.
Yeah.
This set is good for GPs and SDs and most of the freight engines. The F units and E unit protos take a different wheel set. The axle is thinner outside the wheel. It's thinner and longer because the E unit, Proto 2000 E units have roller bearings that actually turn, and they stick on those. So they're different wheel sets for the E's and the F's. So make sure these are listed. It's 920-584-408.
Let me write that down. Sounds important.
Well, on the ads, like on eBay, they won't have that number. What they do is they call them early protos, and then the other one just doesn't have it. So it's not very good description. Now the Proto 1000s take these, the F3s. All right, but this is good for FAs, GPs, RS2s, RSC2s, etc. So just in case anybody was wondering, but they're identical to the Athearn ones. So that's good. That's a good thing. Now I've got 3 more packs of these coming. So, but y'all may or may not remember a hobby shop in Colorado.
Caboose?
Yeah, Caboose Hobbies.
Been there years
That
ago.
went out of business. Well, apparently they're still doing online business. And I ordered a set of these from them before I ordered these, a day or two before I ordered these. And they're still at the stage of shipping label created.
Related question. What happened to the caboose that was out front?
Out front where?
At the hobby store, there was a real caboose in the parking
I have
lot.
no idea. Is that the one that's at the Railroad Museum? Model
I don't
Railroad
know.
Museum?
Reason is in my club, HDMMRC, one of our officers is from Colorado. He was in the Air Force at the academy and everything, so he went there quite often. He was in a club years and years ago that owned the caboose, and they sold it to the store. The store had it out in the parking lot. When I was there, 8 years ago, something like that, it was still there. And then shortly after that is when they sold and everything. Just wondered what happened to the caboose.
I don't know.
Me neither. Oh, just a weird question. But there's a little history, a connection with the club, the caboose, and the caboose store. So, small world.
Yeah. I'm surprised. Sparky, I'm surprised you're not at Amherst.
Maybe
I
he
see where Bernard is live from
I
George
watched
City.
a little bit of that this morning. Yeah.
Huh?
I watched a little of that this morning. Yeah.
Yours hang on a pegboard, Joe, huh? Well, there ain't no way to hang this on a pegboard. And my pegboard's kind of full. But that's another idea. The other thing I thought of was just getting, and it's similar to your idea, Sparky, of the Pringle cans, is just getting some PVC and, cap the bottom of a bunch of half-inch or 3/4-inch ones. And you can use conduit things, etc., to mount them with. So that was the other alternative until I found the straw hanger. And I thought, man, that looks like the perfect thing. So I ordered them. And I am terrible about reading the whole thing. All right. It wasn't until after I ordered them that I saw how long it was going to take for them to ship. So, and they still don't show shipping. Of course, they're not late technically yet either. So
I think I have a solution to some of your storage.
what's that?
Well, see all that stuff on the wall there?
Yeah.
Get rid of that, put it outside somewhere, and look at all that space. You could put all kinds of stuff up there.
Uh-huh. And there's shelves back over there too.
Yeah,
If I
yeah,
threw all
I'm
that
just
stuff away.
looking at that white wall there, and boy, you could go floor to ceiling. A lot of stuff right there.
Yeah. Well, I got pegboard over here. There's pegboard underneath here. There's all that pegboard over there at the other workbench.
I'm just being a bit of a jerk.
I got too much junk. Well, all my drawers are filled. It's terrible. I'm telling you. I got over there. It's in the word over there. If I zoom this in on that, I've got my chop saw, miter saw up there, but then on that cart's full of kits because there's no more room in the cabinets behind it. You can see all the kits in the, see all the kits in there? Everything's full. Yeah, it is.
Anthony, I had
Hey, Ray.
something along that line, but didn't say anything. I think, Steve, that this is a universal problem because I'm looking at your pictures and everything, and I don't want to mess with my camera, but I'm looking right next to me and behind me and over there and over there. Yeah, it kind of looks the same. Just different
Yeah.
boxes, different configurations. This black curtain down here covers up a multitude of sins. There's a
Well, I've
all
got
kinds
the
of stuff down there.
I got the 8 foot by 16 foot shed out back, and there's some junk in there that wasn't mine. It was just in there when we moved in that I've been getting out, and then I have all of my future train stuff out there. And I could put shelves in out there and do all kinds of stuff. The problem is that shed's got to be torn out for the new one to come in. So unless I work out a deal when I buy the new shed for them to move the old shed to a different section of the backyard. So we'll see about that.
Cool.
Yeah, Ray, you are absolutely right.
Yep. Hey there, Ray.
Good video this morning, Ray. Appreciate it.
I saw it, but I hadn't watched it all the way through. There's something about this guy over here wanted to go live, and I ran out of time.
Yeah, he's a pain, isn't he?
Yeah.
So, Lynn, you mentioned earlier, I think it was before we went live, that you got all kinds of new boxes or something.
Yeah, well, that was last week and last year too, but I hook up with Jason Jensen and a few others, and Jason had something going on. I don't remember now if it was November or December. So he had some kind of promotional deal. You buy one, you get two. So this one's the Kiefer's Chili stand and the newspaper stand. And I can't leave anything alone, so I kit bash the daylights out of everything. Some of these buildings back here are examples of that. And Jason, I've showed him what I did with his railroad crossing kits, that I took the two, put them together, and made it into a totally different building. And Jason said that if he didn't know, he wouldn't even recognize it as his kits. They just changed everything around. It's on the Ghost Town modules right now, so I can't show that. But I got this.
If it warm up in here, I could start building some of these kits that I have.
Well, what I'm thinking is I keep seeing Jason, the train freak, and he's building all these fancy turnouts and crosses, and his wife is now building bowling alleys and all kinds of stuff. But I got all this shelf area up here that there's 2 and 3 tracks. It's like a cinnamon roll. You can start out on one, and with the right configuration, goes around and then finally ends up on the outside track. That I'm going to start putting buildings up there. I have some of my older buildings I didn't like, but didn't feel like throwing away. Some of this stuff is going up there. Everybody shares stickers. I sent one to Dave Crooked River. He got on yesterday, and plus a bunch of junk I sent him to get more space on the shelf for more junk. But I ran out of stickers, so this is a Sticker Mule. For those that know, they send you a bottle of hot sauce, which I don't use. I give it away, but I got stickers. I don't need to open it up. I know what's in there. It's stickers, the train club. But here's the interesting one. I don't know what's in here. And I ordered it from FOS Scale Models, same time as Jason Jensen, but it came while we were on the cruise, and I lost the email stuff So you want me to open it? Because I have no idea what's in here. It's I
Sure.
was going to do last week, and
Go
I'm
ahead.
not going to drag it out like that time with Jason's box. I did that to imitate Heath. I had a good time on that. I'm sure others were like, open the box. Come on. No, it was, I was just having fun. And I did at your expense. So, anyways. Yes. Oh, yeah. Oh, shoot. You're seeing this for the first time, like I am seeing this. Bunch of stuff in here. A lot of it is advertisements, but there's a whole sheet of signs and stuff like that. More advertisements. Free kit. Oh, the Black Magic. What is it? Black Magic. So that goes with this. I have no idea. Unique structured kit. Foss scale. Shall I open it? I mean, I don't know what's in here.
Absolutely. Go ahead and open it.
I totally forgot. I mean, I like to tell people I'm getting old. That's a
Oh, wait 1 second. We got another person that has joined us.
Oh, Robert. Dude, I was getting kind of into that.
Hey, Robert.
So it doesn't say.
John Fogerty needs a map or a globe. Right. I want to know what part of Louisiana is about a mile away from Texarkana. None.
I've been to Texarkana. Yeah, it's okay.
I don't know how many
Anyways,
miles. It's probably under 100 miles, but it's not a mile.
before you're
50
out,
miles.
let's open this up.
50 miles, so.
I cut the seal. This got ordered back like November and didn't get shipped until late December. And like I said, we were gone, and cool box though. More paper. Shoot, a whole bunch of stuff. But what is it? That's kind of nice. Bunch of sticks. Oh, now I remember. The MD Garage. Crickets. It's a garage. With a whole bunch of instructions. Whole bunch of, and more signs. So, I had no idea. I had totally forgot. Ugh. Oh, windows. So, the idea that I had last year was,
Okay, it's 38 miles.
oh, okay.
Downtown Texarkana to Louisiana.
Cool.
That's driving, so you can cut a little bit off of that. Probably about 30 miles as the crow flies.
Got one of these too.
What's it? What is it? What is it?
It's a calendar.
Hold
It's
it up
National
again.
Model Railroad Association 2025 calendar.
Hold it up again.
I should open that up, huh?
Yeah.
I,
There you go.
I mean, I'm still finding mail from when we were gone. I got into legal trouble on that one time. Took me a while to sort that out. I had given an old Saturn that ran to my son because I didn't need it. He didn't really need it either, but it was a Saturn, and gave it to him. And over there,
There you go.
yeah, I don't know what month it is. Better yet, what day it might be. And he decided to give it to his roommate. And so I was there. So I signed off the pink slip that he hadn't registered it or anything, and gave it to his roommate. Well, then, unbeknownst to anybody, he loaned the car to his girlfriend, and they broke up, and she took off with the car. And late one night, we don't know if she was under any influence or not. Probably don't know. She hit two parked cars.
I had
Yeah.
something similar happen to me. I sold a 73 Dodge Dart to a guy at work and signed off on everything. And luckily, I made a bill of sale out. All right. And I had the guy sign it. Well, his son got in the car and got in an accident. So I get a call. This is about a year and a half later. I get a call from an attorney. All right. Wanting my insurance information because my car caused all this damage to his client and all these medical stuff. I said, whoa, back the truck up.
Yeah.
Sold that car. And he says, do you have proof of sale? And I said, I got a bill of sale. Yeah. He says, can I get a copy of it? And I said, yes, you may. So that was the only thing that saved me.
Well, the problem was she hit two cars, and there was a police officer there, and proof of ownership and so forth. So she dug through the glove box and found an old registration with my name on it, an old one. Now, my son was supposed to have notified DMV, Department of Motor Vehicles, of the sale. He said he did online, and somehow it didn't go through. So we had a little talk about that. No, you get a paper trail. You don't trust the internet for anything.
Nope.
And so anyways, I found the one letter, stating, your car hit, blah, blah, blah. And so I looked into it, contacted them and said, no, gave the car to my son. My son sold it to his roommate. Here's the roommate's name. He let his girlfriend use the car, and you go after them. And that was the end of that. Well, there was a whole stack of mail from when we were gone. And a lot of it was advertisements, T-Mobile, this, that, and another. And, you want to get a credit card, you want this and that. So, well, another one was from the second vehicle, and I threw it out. I didn't realize it was the same thing. So a couple of months went by, and then I got a notice that, they were going to sue me, and I had to pay for damages. And it wasn't the most expensive vehicle, but it was a lot of damage, a lot of money. And went back and forth. So I went to DMV to do change of ownership on it, and they said this vehicle no longer exists. I go, what do you mean? They go, oh, it was totaled. And when it's totaled, we take it off our records. So there's no record of this vehicle even existing right now. So I wrote up a very nice letter, and since my wife's a school teacher, had her look it over and correct punctuation and things like that, here are the facts. This vehicle was sold on this date to this person, loaned it to his girlfriend. You need to check with the officer that was involved in the incident that there was, to our record, no sobriety test. And I have met this girl, I won't say lady or anything else, And shall we say, you get the gist? This officer may have been persuaded not to pursue or have her identification and a whole bunch of stuff and all like that. And the bottom line was any further contact from your office will be considered harassment and I will be taking you to court. I haven't heard a word from him, and it's been like 5-6 years now.
Yeah.
So that seemed to work. But yeah, that was fun.
Well, Miss has joined us.
Yeah.
So, and hang on a second. Do.
Well, let me tell you some other information here.
Okay, tell me some more information.
All these train shows going on March 1st and 2nd. Bakersfield, California, for those on the West Coast. They have a big train show every year. It's put on by the Golden Empire Historical and something or other, GEHAM, GEHAM. And sales tables, whole bunch of stuff there. And it's so big that all the clubs, you have to go every other year. You can't go year after year. There's not enough room. They said they could rent a second building, but they'd have to fill it to capacity to make sure they get a profit. And it's how they earn their money for their clubhouse building, which is a 3-story building. They have N-Scale and HO. And it's a big show. And for those like Grandpa Rail and D-Rail, Daryl, they've been to the shows. The battleship's going to be there. The aircraft carrier's going to be there. It's going to be a big show. We're doing 50 by 30 feet and all kinds of modules and stuff, some new ones. We always have new modules. We don't like the old stuff. It's going to be a big show. So I'll be gone that weekend. We got it set up on Friday, February 28th. And then the show is 2 days. It's a pretty good one for California. Okay, that's it.
That's it.
Yeah. I'm looking at a bunch of junk I need to work on. See if my truck will start and a few things like that. Yeah, that's the gist of things. We've got 2 trips already planned for this year, so there'll be a few times this year you won't see me for a while. So, I'm not running trains this morning. This was a donation over here, kind of neat looking. I looked to see why it doesn't run. Well, there's supposed to be a drive shaft from the tender to the engine, and it's not there. So, kind of like having a car without a drive shaft. They don't tend to go. But it looks nice.
I haven't been running trains because I am switching out. I pulled the commuter train out because I want to replace it with my Rapido E8 and commuter cars. So I was looking for another picture that was sent to me last week. And
it's not a picture of dirty dishes, is it?
No.
Oh, okay. Good.
Can't
That's still
weird.
Me. Maybe that was the hacker that sent that picture. I mean, I literally went through my phone, everything else, and I cannot find that picture anywhere else. No, that was entertaining to say the least, but
Well, I found the picture.
Okay, let's see.
And well, it's on my phone. I got to get it. And after I made such a stink last week, here I go and didn't get it ready ahead of time. I probably did. I just can't find the dang thing.
Yes, the train freak's not going to join us today.
Maybe not.
Yeah, he probably got busy working.
All right, there it is. And I want to, I can do this. And I can do, hang on, I'm finding it.
Well, while you're looking for
I found it.
Okay. Because I was gonna. Up
All
there,
right.
those are all engines waiting to be worked on. These are all engines in the process of being worked on. Most of them are ready to go, except for windows and details and stuff like that. There's boxes of detail stuff over there. There's more trains over there. There's more stuff. Steve was showing his rack. There you go. There's shelves full of stuff. That dresser's full of stuff I can't even get to anymore. And behind the curtains is more and more stuff. So, you get your picture ready to go? Okay. Make everybody sit here.
Everybody's got a guess. Tell me who this is. All right. You got to tell me who that is. Who can tell me? Nobody can tell me who this is?
I don't know.
I'll give you all a hint.
I'm not your baby daddy. I'm not your baby daddy. I'm not your baby daddy. I'm not your baby daddy.
That is Mystic John and his gorgeous wife.
Ah,
So there
Cool.
you go. Couldn't help myself.
cool.
All right. And Robert had asked me a question here. Right there. When am I coming to Longview? Well, Robert, we just need to get with Jason and see when he can make it. I'm retired. I can come anytime, except for the beginning of February because my wife's going to be going down to South Texas, going down to visit her sister. So I can't come then, but any other time I can make it. We just got to set it up. Pick a date. Let me know. And I will be happy to come on down.
Nice to have Steve happy.
Yeah. Oh, wrong one. Where'd it go? There. I swear, John, that I saved that somewhere where I could find it today, and I couldn't. So I had to go back to the phone, go back to our chat, get the picture, forward it to my computer, save it, and then bring it up in chat. So I am. Oh yeah, it was Iceland. I was supposed to tell it that. That's when he and his wife went to Iceland. So that's a far cry different than New Orleans. Except maybe this week. This week they had a lot in common, didn't they? So
Yeah, I think it's cold everywhere. I maybe Hawaii. I don't know.
except in North LA County.
No, it's down to 31 here last night.
I
I'm
was
trying to find a
making
picture
a joke
for you.
about the fire.
Yeah. Okay. Hey, even where the fires are at, it's cold. It
Yeah.
is cold everywhere.
All right. Well, you got anything else? Words of wisdom for us there?
I wouldn't call it words of wisdom, but I was going to share this picture.
Oops.
Got a little glare on the cell phone, but any idea who those people are?
Yeah, it's Derailed Daryl and JD.
That's correct. And come on, camera. There we are together. Ta-da. Got proof.
Yep.
Blurry picture, reflection, all like that. But there they are. That was just before Grandpa Rails decided to move.
Yeah. Well, it was about a year ago this week or a year ago next week that Robert and I got together up at Steve Davis's KCS layout in Tulsa, outside of Tulsa, the Haywire. So I had spent the day up there and it was a lot of fun. So
Cool.
and of course, so I've met Robert and I met JD, and of course John, met Tom Kivicek, I'm sure more. But that's all I can think of. So anyway, well, let's wrap this up.
Okay.
Commonium's next weekend, a week after Amherst. I didn't realize that.
Timonium, that's in Maryland, correct?
Yeah.
I know the man that, or at least he used to, that runs that show.
The GSMTS.
Yeah. Scott, J. Scott, trying to think of his last name. But
February 1st and 2nd.
used to
Cool.
be years and years ago on Yahoo. There was Yahoo Yard Sale or something like that. And we started swapping and selling trains and what have you. And he worked out of a shed, kind of like what you're going to have eventually.
Yeah,
And
eventually.
all these trains. And I used to send him boxes of plastic wheels and horn hook couplers. One time I took the box to the post office and it came in just over 5 pounds. 5 pounds of horn hook couplers and plastic wheels. And he would take them to the show. He said they had a table up front that if you came in and you had something you wanted to sell, you told them what, I want $1, I want $5, whatever, or make offer, and gave them a cell phone number. Then when people came in and they looked at the table, I'm interested in that, and I'll give you $2 for it. Well, then they'd call cell phone numbers, yes, no, whatever. They'll come up to the table. But he says a lot of kids came around. They had a lot of donations, old cabooses and things like that, but would be missing wheels, missing a coupler. And he said the stuff that I would send to him, he'd just reach in and here's a handful of wheels, here's a couple of couplers. And the way the kids would go with their prize car with, wheels and couplers. And we had a pretty good thing going. I mean, about every other month, I'd be getting a box of stuff from him. A lot of it a little on the junk side. And he was getting wheels and couplers for me. And that's when he bought the train show from the previous owner. And he had some pretty good stuff for sale. And then he brought in 2 partners. And not knocking it, but they wanted to run it as a business to make money. And the prices of everything went up, and there was no negotiation. And I still keep in touch with him. He sends me emails, telling me when the show's coming up, what's going on, and so forth. But such is
Yeah,
life.
Anthony says they got second Sunday in March. They got a show in Toledo. We've got one coming up in Stillwater, which is about an hour and 15 minutes or so from here, from my house. And then we got another one sometime in the spring here, Festival of Trains here in Oklahoma City. So
I remembered his name, J. Scott Greer.
J. Scott Greer. Okay.
He's got to be in his 80s now. Yeah.
Well, Pugalis, I can't pronounce the guy's last name, does a lot of videos at Howard Zane's and selling a lot of Howard Zane's stuff because he's getting old up there in age too. So none of us are getting any younger, that's for sure. So
Hey,
anyway,
you're still on the young side.
I don't know about young, but still feisty. So
I was 9 going on 10 when you came along. So
yeah.
cool.
Anyway, everybody, I want to thank you for joining Lynn and I here at Friday Live and Mail Call. Next Workbench Wednesday will be Workbench, well, on Wednesday, of course. And it'll probably be more wheels using these Walthers just to verify that, in fact, they are the same, and which all indications are they are. Hopefully I get the rest of my detail parts in. I've got some park benches due in today, and 60 is the new 17. Yeah, buddy. So that makes me 24. I don't know. And so I got park benches that are due here today. I've got to make up some fire hydrants. I got to paint up some telephone booths. And we're going to hopefully start working on finishing the Fairview Avenue area by getting it detailed before we move into the crossing gates and down the rest of the way. So
Cool.
Lynn's a 3/4 of a century. There you go. My dad's, as long as we're on birthdays, what would have been my dad's 100th birthday was what, yesterday? Yeah, yesterday. So anyway.
October, my dad would have been 120. So okay.
Yep.
Cool.
Joe's gonna be your age in 2 weeks, Lynn.
Oh,
So yeah, I
Joe,
can
you're always
start
late.
calling both of you. No wonder Joe's late. All right.
Yeah. That explains. Hey, now we know.
But Lynn, Joe, Lynn is early. Okay. And he, as late as you can be, he gets in that much earlier. So
Don't call me Shirley. No.
all right. Hey, everybody, again, have a great weekend. Thanks for joining us here at the Retirement Railroad, and y'all have a great day. Bye now.
Thumbs up.
Thumbs up.